Hi guys, maayong gabi in the Philippines. Maayong buntag here in Maryland. Good morning or good evening, depending on where you are. Hello, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Hi, Editha. So what's going on this morning or this evening in the Philippines? Hey, Angie, good to see you. It's been a while. Hey, Mary. Yeah, you can sing along. I'll play the music and you sing along with your computer. Yeah, I'm happy to be alive too, Angie. I'm just teasing you. Yeah, it's the lives. It's the Sunday live stream. I am very good, Mary. Thank you very much. Mary 2. Why the 2? I'm just curious. Somebody else named Mary already? I was on a live stream last night, actually, with Jeff Lee Brown at Philippines Oz Fun channel. We did a Google Hangouts, and it ended up going pretty late. I didn't get to bed until 1 o'clock in the morning. I looked down at the time on the computer. I'm like, hey, guys, I got to go. It's getting too late here. But it was a lot of fun talking all things Philippines and all that good stuff. A couple of other guys from other channels and Filipinas with foreigner boyfriends and that kind of stuff. Now, I just noodle around on the guitar while people are coming in to join us. Hey, Sarah. Maayong gabi or buntag, depending on where you are. Where am I now leaving? I'm not sure I understand the question, Mary. Oh, where am I living? I'm in Maryland, in the USA, just very close to Washington, D.C. Ah, hey, man. You caught the show last night on JLB's channel? Yeah, that was cool. That was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. We have some pretty good discussions there. That's the second time I've joined Jeff on his channel, and it's really a lot of fun. A lot of guy talk, right? So all guys on that channel at that time. But yeah, we had a pretty good time. Pretty good time. But I'm getting too old to be staying up till 1 o'clock in the morning. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad if I was already retired, but I've got a work schedule, and I got to kind of stay on it. If I go off on the weekends, and it makes Monday and Tuesday really hard. Yeah, thanks. Thank you very much. NCX. Oh, X. Oh, okay. North Carolina X New York City. Is that what that is? But anyway. Yeah. Well, playing guitar is one of those things. Once you do it, you never stop. You're always, I do have a rather large collection of guitars hanging around here that I got to get rid of at some point before I start moving around the planet. Hey, Kai. Good to see you. Hi, Cassie from Hong Kong. Yeah, I was just in Hong Kong back in November. Yeah, November. But yeah, one of the things about being a musician, a guitarist, is you tend to collect a lot of equipment. So bunches of guitars and amplifiers and just everything. I had a full-blown recording studio here, Pro Tools recording studio downstairs. So I've got microphones and cables and all kinds of stuff. I got a Mac computer down there that runs Pro Tools and all that kind of stuff. Hey, Derek, thank you. You win the prize. You're the first super chat. Derek Floyd. Thank you very much, Derek. But yeah, you end up with a collection of equipment, and I haven't really sorted out what I'm going to do here. I mean, because when Vivian passed away, it kind of changed. We had a plan, that we were going to hang out here in Maryland until I retired, and then moved back to the Philippines. But when she passed away, that kind of changed all that. So I've been in limbo, if you will. So what I'm going to do, I don't know. My son still lives here in the house, so I guess I'll keep the house. No sense in doing anything with it. So he has a place to live, and then I'll go off and wander around Southeast Asia, or all of Asia. So I think, Angie, you're over in India, right? So India is a place I'd like to visit too. I've never been there. A lot of places I'd like to visit that I've never been to. Yeah, what town is it, Angie? Is it Mumbai? Or is that the old, they changed some names, right? It used to be called Mumbai, and now what's it called? What's it called, the name of that town where you are, the city? You're on the east side of India, right? It's like Madras. Okay. Where'd I get Mumbai from? South India, yeah. Okay. All right, that's cool. Yeah. Hey, Carl. Well, welcome aboard from Belgium. Ah, Mumbai's where to Bollywood. Bollywood. Yeah. No, Derek, I've never been to Samar. Um, yeah, there are a lot of places in the Philippines that I would love to visit. I've just never been to. It's what am I looking for? You kind of, you kind of have a circle that you run in. I mean, in my case, I was married to Vivian, and my family and everything is in Cebu. So, um, thank you, Roland. Thank you, Roland. Um, yeah, you kind of have circles that you run in groups that you hang out with, and um, tend to do that. And so, I mean, like I was telling Jeff last night, I've never been to Manila, so it's the capital of the Philippines, and I've never been there. So um, that's because I just when I fly into Cebu, I fly directly into Cebu City instead of kind of bypass Manila, and I've never had an occasion to go there. So um, it's just one of those things. It's just like anything else. Hey, thanks, Roland from San Antonio. Good to have you aboard. Derek, you headed over in September. Yeah, I'm still trying to sort out what I'm going to do. Right now I'm leaning towards if my business interests don't put me in Taiwan or China in the next couple of months, then I'll probably take vacation and just go on my own in November. Of course, it's always better to have business because somebody else is paying for the plane ticket. So I'm kind of thinking November right now. Thanks, Emperor. I appreciate it. Mary wants to know why I don't love a young Filipina lady. It's I don't know, divine providence or whatever. I mean, I just met Vivian and fell in love with her. I mean, I didn't really think about how old or young she was. It didn't really matter. There was still a pretty good age gap between us. I mean, when she passed away, she was 50, and I had just turned 62, so there was 12 years difference between us. But yeah, I didn't go out and specifically look for a 25-year-old or a 50-year-old. I mean, it's just what happened. Hey, I've never seen the pink sand, huh? Never seen the pink sand. I like the white sand just fine too. Yeah, I guess at some point I'll find another love, um, Filipino or not, maybe somewhere else. I don't know. It's one of those things that just happens. Hey, Vivian, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah, things are good. Working very hard. Coming down the home stretch, getting close to retirement in another couple of years. Hey, Raquel, how are you? It's good to see you. Yeah, that's right, Angie. I mean, you never know. I mean, when it comes to, I mean, I didn't sit back and choose from a list and pick Vivian to be my wife. I mean, it doesn't work that way. You meet somebody and you get to talking to them, and one thing leads to another, and that's just the way it happens. So, hey, Shay, I am very well, thank you. Welcome aboard. It's glad to have you Glad to have you with us. Nice to see you as well, Rachel. Or Raquel, I'm sorry. Raquel, is that the Raquel from Hong Kong? Hey, Brian, welcome aboard. Nice to have you with us. Yeah, I had a real good conversation last night with Jeff JLB, and on his channel was Google Hangouts. At one point, I think there was 5 of us all talking at the same, not at the same time, obviously, but kind of carrying on a discussion. It was a lot of fun, very informative, and I learned a few things about some other YouTubers, and good and bad, so it was nice. I really had a good time doing that. So one of the things about getting older is your eyes start going bad, which makes it hard to see the chat. Shay, I'm good, thank you. Brian, I guess you were going to say my wife. Just leave the E off of it. Thank you, Mary. Thank you. Yes. Well, I try to stay young at heart, even though my body doesn't always want to do it. It's like later I got to go to the gym and work out, and I'll be in there. Oh my gosh, But it's, from what I understand, working out with weights, resistance training is actually good for us older people. It's good to keep our bones strong and everything. So I enjoy doing it. And I think last night we were joking around and talking about, well, when you retire, if you go to some place like the Philippines, you need to have hobbies, because otherwise people get bored and they just go to the bars and drink and they turn into drunks. And so I said, yeah, well, that's fine. On Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'll go to the gym. On Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, I'm going fishing. On Sunday, I'll go to church. So that takes care of all my days of the week. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Brian. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, age gaps in the Philippines are, not uncommon. I think generally speaking, Filipinas see older guys as being more responsible. I mean, there seems to be a lot of young girls that hook up with a guy and they end up pregnant with babies. Maybe they got married, and then the guy runs off, and irresponsible, and poor girl's left trying to take care of these kids on her own, and it's just kind of I guess part of the culture in the Philippines, So yeah, I mean, for them, they're often considering somebody that's a little older because they'll be more responsible, more attuned to what their needs are. Thank you, Mary. Yeah, got to wear your glasses, Michael. Yeah. I look macho. Well, thank you, Mary. What song am I going to play? I don't know. They call it noodling. Noodling around on the guitar means you're just kind of making stuff up. I like doing that. I like to write my own songs. So, Hey Mary, yeah, Bisaya. I don't know very much Tagalog at all. I be honest with you, I don't know that much Bisayan at all. But my stepchildren wanted me to learn the language, so I actually bought this book. It's pretty good. It's called Maayang Buntag by Stephen Chad, and it's got a lot of glossaries, English to Bisayan and Bisayan to English translations and stuff. It's pretty cool. Goes through how to pronounce words and all that kind of stuff. And then there's a lot of vocabulary in there, signs, buildings, cars, just all kinds of stuff. So it's a pretty good book. I recommend it to anybody that if you want to learn to speak some Bisayan. Bisayan, Cebuano, it's all pretty much the same here. There are some, I remember Vivian telling me there's some dialects that she didn't understand, like Ilocano, I think, and some others that are close to the Visayas, but they speak a slightly different dialect sometimes, so they don't understand each other. But yeah, mostly for me, just Bisayan. I speak English, of course, and a little bit of French, and even less Bisayan. But I try. I do try. As a matter of fact, I remember when the first time I went to see Vivian, I was staying at the Tune Hotel in Cebu, and this was my very first trip to meet her. And we went into the 7-Eleven in the morning to get a cup of coffee, and the security guard, I said good morning to him, and the security guard automatically assumed that Vivian and I were married, and he said to me, "Why doesn't your wife teach you some Bisayan?" So I guess that's really when I started learning. Yeah. Hey Angie, I can't. I gotta play somebody else's songs, because of copyright strikes on YouTube. YouTube has been very militant these days when it comes to policing channels. So I stay away from playing anything that I don't own a copyright to. But, hey, Marilyn, I'm good. Thank you. Welcome. All right. You're welcome. Any of you guys ever do Google Hangouts? I'm pretty new to that, which is what I was using last night when I was talking to Jeff and them. I've never. Apparently, it looks like. Oh yeah, Angie, you do. So apparently, it looks. I don't know. Is there an app for your phone for Google Hangouts, or is it just on the? You just do it on your PC or through a browser? Google Duo. What's Google Duo? I guess that's just two people. Yeah. That's a good idea, Ken. Hangouts is a default app. Okay. I'm just curious. I just like I said, I just got started with it. Hey Josie, good to see you. Yeah, Jeff just sent me a link and I clicked on it and kind of switched on over there. Obviously, because I already have a Google account and I'm logged. You know, I obviously have to have one even to be here on YouTube. But I thought I'd like to check it out a little more. It seemed kind of cool because, like I said, at one time I think there was 4 or 5 of us in a conversation at one time. It was kind of neat. I don't want to talk about it. I don't think I've ever. I'm not sure I know that song. Even the nights are better. These all sound like love songs. I think you guys are all. Raise your hand if you like the Carpenters. That was one of Vivian's favorites. Yeah, of course you can request, but that doesn't mean I can play it for you. You like them, the Carpenters? Ah, good, Angie. I like that. Yeah, obviously I'm not going to sing the Carpenters because I don't have a voice high enough for that. Yeah, we have some Carpenters fans out here. Yeah, that's one of the things that I'm thinking back a few years now when I first visited the Philippines. I first met Vivian. I guess it was 2015, I think. Yeah, it would have been 2015. And one of the things I couldn't get over was how much they were into the music from the 60s and the 70s. Where here in where I live, everything's pretty current. If you turn on the radio, it's all modern music, stuff that's just recently been released. And but there, I mean, even in the cab, listening to the radio, going from the airport to the hotel and whatnot, they were listening to the Carpenters, and like. I mean, I like the Carpenters, but it's just really old stuff. And but they loved it. They loved it, and singing karaoke to it, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So it was just a lot of fun. So what other stuff you guys? Well, what other bands you guys into? The Bee Gees, yeah. Yeah, I guess they were, I guess they came after the Carpenters, didn't they? They were a little more towards the late 70s, early 80s, I guess. Actually, the guy that was the engineer on the Bee Gees records, I know him. Phil Collins, yeah, great. He was with the band Genesis before he went out on his own. Actually, I think he still gets back together with them and they go on tour and stuff like that. But Phil Collins, I guess, can't remember when it was. Was it the 90s when Phil Collins had gotten a divorce and just having gone through all that, became very creative and wrote a bunch of songs. And they all became popular one time. One was called "In the Air Tonight." It was a really great song. It had great drums, and Phil Collins, obviously also being a drummer, had a great drum part in it, and a massive drum sound. It was just really good. Good old Led Zeppelin, gotta love them, right? You know, so stuff like. Yeah, you gotta love that stuff. Yeah, Kansas. Yeah, they were kind of more on the thing. Great stuff. Yeah, "In the Air Tonight" was a great song. Phil Collins song. Well, thank you, Marilyn. I appreciate it. So your friend made an album and you put one of the songs on your channel. That's cool. That's very cool. One day at a time. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one. So, yeah, thanks, Josie. Yeah, I like to listen to. So, how many of you like to sing karaoke? Actually, I love to sing karaoke, but I do not have a very good voice. So, I always sing, stuff like from the 40s or stuff, like "Fly Me to the Moon and Let Me Sing Amongst the Stars," that kind of stuff. No. Yeah, videoke. I say karaoke all the time, but yeah, it means the same, videoke. As a matter of fact, I'm so bad at remembering lyrics that I have to have the screen in front of me so I know what the words are. Yeah, a few beers will give you a little extra bravery when it comes to singing. I've been a musician for so long that I don't even think about it anymore. Yeah, I know, especially in the Philippines, they really do crank it up. I mean, I've seen them with huge PA systems set up, massive speakers taller than me, just to do karaoke. It's crazy. I don't even have a girlfriend yet, Mary, so no plans to get married. But I'm not against it. But I just, have to find somebody I fall in love with first. First things first, Mary. Brian. So your wife is the singer, huh? She's the good singer. Yeah. Yeah, Vivian's auntie. Um, was a professional jazz singer. Really beautiful voice, great voice. And so we always got together. We always sing together at karaoke. As a matter of fact, one of my nieces, Yola, she has a nice place with a beautiful garden and everything and a karaoke setup. And so usually we're over there singing. At a vulcanizing shop. Oh, gosh. Yeah. I always default to playing blues for some reason. Is there a dot in there? Michael, is that a 2.5 or 25? Oh, 2.5. Okay. I was going to say, if it was 25, you hadn't been looking for a real long time, huh? Yeah, I know what you're saying, man. It's just when it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Who knows? Yeah, like I said, I didn't pick Vivian from a lineup or anything like that. It just happened. We got to chatting, and that's it's the way it goes. It's actually on a dating site called Asian Dating. I don't know if it's still around or not, but yeah, it was one of those where you just show interest in each other, and we did, and started chatting, and one thing led to another. Next thing you know, we're married. But yeah, Marilyn, Asian Dating was one, and it's there's another one called Date in Asia that's all free. Of course, because it's free, you get a lot more people, and you gotta sort out, who's there and all that kind of stuff. So it takes a lot longer. Yeah, that's like it just came back to me that little riff that I was just playing there is from a song called Autumn in Baltimore, that was on a CD that I released back in 2006, I want to say. So if you want to search for it, I'm pretty sure it's all over YouTube. I'll type it in here for you so you can see. It's called Autumn in Baltimore. Has a leaf on the front of it. Kind of looks like a Canadian maple leaf type of thing. As a matter of fact, I think it is a maple leaf. A leaf from a maple tree. So, all right, guys. So, anybody with any questions? And we'll wrap this thing up. No. How do you stop the rain? Yeah, sounds like I think it was a Creedence Clearwater Revival song from the 60s or 70s or something like that. Something about the rain. Will it ever? Mm-hmm. Yeah, something like that. Never stop the rain. Yeah, good song. Good song. All right, guys. Angie, you have a question? Yeah, they call it a vapor. It's a vaporizer. There's a liquid inside, and has a coil in there, and you press the button, and it vaporizes the liquid. It's a lot better than a cigarette. So I quit smoking cigarettes a couple of years ago, and have just been doing a vapor thing. They call it vaping. Where are you? Well, I don't know. It's probably not as. It's definitely better for you than cigarettes. I can't say that it does no harm, but late it's raining, huh? So, yeah, I can't say that it does no harm. It's just certainly better for you than cigarettes that you light up. The thing is, it has some nicotine in it, but nothing else. And cigarettes have tar and carbon monoxide and all kinds of other nasty stuff inside. So, plus they smell really bad. You know? So this vaporizer doesn't have that, but still, it can't be that good for you, as opposed to not doing anything at all. But one step at a time, I guess. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to wrap it up. Say goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. It's nice chatting with you this morning. Morning in Maryland, evening in Asia. And you guys have a really good week. And I will talk to you later. Bye.